first impressions are quite a sleek small kayak, got quite a rounded nose for pushing through the waves rather than riding over, a nice moulded handle, stainless steel fittings on the outside for the footrest, you'll see in a minute, so they shouldn't rust in salty water, a comfy moulded seat with a wee circle there for your can of refreshment, foam inset on the back for your back. There's a large cockpit which the deck fits no bother. We've got some fishing rod elastics on the side which you can take off with one hand quite easily when you're doing a bit of fishing out in the sea or a loch. Next we've got the bung holes, which two bungs come for, but vertically you can fit a fishing rod in there. You've got elastics there for a dry bag or a bottle underneath. They come off easily with one hand, you can just reach those when you're sitting in the cockpit. Easily fitted back on with one hand. And we've got a handle at the back, and we have a bung in the rear which I've edited on there, and you'll see that it's easily to take it on and off with one hand. And we've got a screw hatch in the rear area which is quite small but big enough for a couple of dry bags or a phone and some valuables in there. Underneath now you'll see we've got a central foam there which helps stiffen up the front deck. Your feet are nowhere near that really. We've got adjustable foot pegs, you just squeeze, tilt towards you and they slide back and forward for adjustment. So quite a high deck, so easy to adjust those footrests while you're sitting in the boat just with one hand. Back and forward, no bother. Next, you see there's a central foam. It's quite deep in, so your foot doesn't really get in the way, it doesn't feel as though you're going to get your foot stuck at all. You'll see there's tracking lines on the hull there, and you can see them underneath there. That helps the kayak track straight forward and avoids the spinning out of the back end, and it's got almost like a rear rudder there on the front to cut through the water. So a tracking hull really for touring lakes, lochs and seas. So very light, you can see you're lifting with one hand there, and it's easily car-toppable yourself. Easy just to lift up with one hand, slip it on your shoulder and off you go. Next stop, the water.